Have you ever been told you're too soft to survive? That you're too quiet, too emotional, too slow to speak up? Women like us often get judged, not for being wrong, but for being calm. Because this world doesn't know what to do with gentle women who refuse to break. But Sushmita Sen, she showed us something powerful. That quiet can be stronger than noise. That stillness can carry more power than shouting ever could. And today, this message is for you, the soft woman who's been strong in silence for far too long. Welcome back, beautiful souls. This is SoulStrength, where women rise, heal, and remember who you truly are. Let's begin. Sushmita Sen's story. At 24, Sushmita Sen adopted her first daughter. She didn't wait for permission. She didn't follow rules. She just listened to her soul and chose motherhood on her own terms. When she was trolled for her choices, she didn't defend herself with interviews or anger. She responded with silence, with grace, with more purpose. Even during a recent heart attack, something that could have broken anyone, she didn't panic publicly. She healed quietly and came back stronger, reminding women to listen to their bodies and honor rest. She never had to raise her voice to prove her worth. Because she lives her truth, and that speaks louder than anything else. If this message is resonating with you so far, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps this small space grow. Soul Lesson 1. Gentle is not weak, it's controlled strength. Sushmita's entire life proves that gentleness is a form of power. In a world that pushes women to be louder, sharper, faster, she chose calm. Not because she couldn't react, but because she chose not to. It takes incredible inner strength to stay composed when others expect chaos. To respond without revenge. To carry your pain with grace, not bitterness. So, if you've ever held yourself back from shouting, from clapping back, from proving someone wrong, that wasn't weakness. That was self-mastery. You didn't lose your power. You just didn't waste it on what didn't deserve it. Before we move on, take a moment. Close your eyes, wherever you are. Place your hand over your heart. And say this with me, slowly, gently. My silence is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is power. It is mine. Breathe in. And hold that truth inside you. You don't need noise to be powerful. You already are. Soul Lesson 2. You don't know loudness to be taken seriously. Sushmita has been questioned, judged, even laughed at. For not marrying. For raising children alone. For staying single. But she never explained herself. She never chased validation. She said what she needed to say, and then she walked away with dignity. As women, we are often pressured to prove our worth through big declarations, loud explanations, and emotional outbursts. But the truth is, your worth isn't proven in noise. It's revealed in how you carry yourself. You don't have to defend every choice. You don't have to match someone's aggression to be respected. You can stay calm, say less, and still hold the entire room with your presence. That's not silence. That's power. Soul Lesson 3. The quiet woman is still watching, choosing, rising. Just because she's not speaking doesn't mean she's weak. There is a sacred kind of strength in the woman who withdraws, not to hide, but to rebuild. She isn't disappearing. She's rising in private. Quietly working. Quietly healing. Sushmita didn't stay in the spotlight every year. She pulled back when she needed to. She focused on her daughters. On her health. On her inner peace. And when she returned, she didn't explain where she'd been. She simply showed up stronger. You don't owe the world your process. Let them wonder where you went, while you fall back in love with yourself. Tell me in the comments, have you ever surprised yourself by staying calm when you had every reason not to? Your story might remind another woman that stillness is strength too. Soul Lesson 4. Strength is how you treat yourself when no one's clapping. It's easy to feel strong when people praise you. But what about those days when no one's watching? Sushmita showed us that real power isn't in applause, it's in how we treat ourselves behind closed doors. When you choose rest without guilt. When you eat a quiet meal with peace in your heart. When you stand in the mirror and say, I'm still proud of you, even when no one else says it. That's strength. Because a woman who can love herself in silence will never depend on noise again. Soul Lesson 5. Let dignity be your comeback. We live in a time of comebacks, bold captions, exposed screenshots, loud callouts. But Sushmita teaches us a different kind of comeback, one that's built on dignity. She doesn't respond to gossip with gossip. She doesn't lower herself to win. She simply keeps walking, head high, soul intact. Your silence can say everything. Not because you're weak, but because you value your peace too much to hand it to people who never earned it. Let your growth be a response. Let your healing be the headline. Let your peace be the loudest thing about you. Final message. To every woman who's been told to speak louder, act stronger, fight harder. Please know, you don't have to change your softness to prove your strength. Gentle is powerful. Still is sacred. And quiet women like you are building a world that doesn't shout, it just shines. You are not too soft. You are not too slow. You are not too silent. You are soul strong. And that is more than enough. Small YouTubers support section. Before we close, I want to speak to every small YouTuber watching this. If you've just started your channel, like me, and you're putting your heart into your message, I see you. So let's use the comments below not just for truth, but for growth. Drop a line about your channel, what you stand for, what kind of impact you want to make. And for those who want to support, please don't subscribe randomly. That doesn't help anyone. It confuses the algorithm and weakens real engagement. Instead, if a creator speaks to you, watch 2 of their videos. Leave a kind comment. And only then, subscribe with intention. We don't grow by numbers. We grow through connection. Let this space be a platform not just for me, but for all of us building something real. This is Soul Strength, and together we rise.